Colombia is a land of infamy. Only the most emboldened traveller ventures into the heartland of Colombia.
Bring on the heavy artillery.
I'm Adam. I have a dream, a motorbike, and a girlfriend. I'm riding my motorbike the entire length of the Americas.
I'm Claudia. I met Adam 3 months ago in Bolivia. I have joined him for a holiday in Colombia.
Who really knows how to navigate?
I have survived South America. Now I'm heading north to Alaska. But there is one problem. The Darien Gap. The Darien Gap is a 100-kilometre break in the otherwise continuous Pan-American highway. It is a ferocious chaos of deadly wildlife, impenetrable jungle, and ruthless guerrilla armies.
Hopefully we'll see you soon, mate.
I'm Rolly. I've also been riding through South America. I came here to push boundaries, but it's been too easy. I want a real challenge. To cross the Darien Gap, most people pay a premium to catch a plane or boat. To me, that's the easy option. My idea? We use our motorbikes to power a boat. We'll sail at 200 kilometres through the San Blas Islands to the first road in Panama at Cati, then right off into the sunset.
The challenge begins here, in Turbo, the end of the road in Colombia. It's a port town of 65,000 people. Trader boats carry commodities like bananas and timber to Panama City and return with imports from around the world. Turbo is home to cocaine barons and the guerrilla army, FARC. In 2000, FARC kidnapped 785 people from around Turbo. That's over 2 people per day. Until the military stabilised the town in 2008, you'd find decapitated and tortured bodies on the main road out of Turbo every day. The Australian government lists Turbo to be as dangerous as Afghanistan or Iraq. The less time in Turbo, the better.
Turbo is a key place on the drug route from Colombia to the US. Smugglers strap 5 or 6 200 horsepower outboard motors to their boats to outrun the law. Not all make it. The confiscated boats are for sale, but they're no good for us. After 3 days in Turbo, we've found the perfect boat. She may be a 45-year-old rubbish bin, but with an inboard prop shaft, it'll be heaps easier to connect our bikes. We can't find the owner. We've bluffed everyone, claiming we've already paid for it. She's a babe. If our 34 horsepower bikes can pull her on land, we should be able to push her on water. It'll work. A 4-stroke motorbike engine is no different from a 4-stroke boat engine. We just need to adapt the bikes to fit and keep them cool. We have 4 weeks until the Caribbean erupts into the deadly cauldron of the hurricane season. It's a ticking time bomb we must beat. A couple of weeks to build the boat and a week to sail. We'll be in Panama in 3 weeks, no worries.
What's the problem, Adam?
Crashed. Right the way through.
How many you reckon?
6 in total. Somewhat. One here.
Here we have an automatic differential from the rear of a rear-wheel drive car. Typically in a car, you have the power come in from the engine
and then it's split and goes out to the two wheels. This is what you might be used to seeing under a car. We're going to put the opposite. We're going to put our two bikes where the two wheels go and have the power go out the back to the prop shaft, which is usually the shaft that comes from the gearbox in the car. So you can see how it works here.
Finding the workshop was a fluke. We spotted a diff in the back of a motorbike trailer and ran after it down the street. It wound up in Carlos Mario's recycle warehouse cum workshop. It's a gold mine of bits and pieces. Carlos Mario's kids don't go to school, so we always have willing hands on call.
Hey Seb, show us, mira.
Whenever the boys break something or need a special tool, I have to sort it out with Carlos Mario. He's usually very helpful, but the boys don't understand. Things take time in Turbo. Turbo by name, not by nature.
3, 2, 1. Cheers to that.
Adam and I only have basic workshop skills. Meeting Andrew Young in a hostel has to be our first stroke of luck.
Yeah, we'll pull in a mowing. First day in the office? Getting back into it, getting the hands dirty.
The rascal is a boilermaker by trade. With him on board, we might have a real chance.
When Rolly and Adam decided they were actually going to have a crack at this crazy stunt, I wanted in. Making stuff is what I do. But if we do this wrong, we'll be rooted.
With Youngie on the tools, we were flying, until Youngie tried to cut too deep with a big grinder. The blade bounced out, fast, straight into his thigh. If it had gone 2 centimetres deeper, he would have hit the artery and bled to death in 2 minutes flat.
They gave me a local for the stitches, but the bloody nurse accidentally stuck the morphine needle right through both sides of the IV bag. The morphine squirted all over my chest and on the floor. We couldn't explain in Spanish what happened, and when Claudia came, they still wouldn't give me any. Fuck, it killed.
How was?
It's like just at the end of the sort of blade depth into the thing. It just bounced out and just bang.
Come back in. Come back here.
Without Youngie, we're screwed. We needed him in the workshop, and now we have to look after a bloody cripple too. Unless Adam starts pulling his weight, we won't do this before the weather arrives.
Oh, that's neat as.
Just been released from the military, been there a few hours. I tried to get some sneaky footage of it because they're such a huge component of this boat development. Not only that, as they made me go home and get my documents, and as I've outstayed my visa in this country, I've got now problems with immigration. They want me to go to Medellin, but I'm trying to avoid that. I kind of bought some time for a week or so saying that Youngie needs to be fed and can't move. So keep you posted on what happens.
This is our sweatshop. Early kids working on all the stuff. So Youngie's got an infection in his leg and needs to leave Turbo for recovery at least a week. Catch you later, mate.
We need boat ownership documents and a narcotics clearance from the capital, Bogota. Lucky Youngie just got there. He could get the drug clearance, but we haven't found the boat owner yet. We also need an engineering report and to name the boat.
The drive shaft comes out of the diff into here, this drive shaft, which turns. The primary function is to send it to power south to the propeller shaft in the bottom of the boat through these chains with twin chain adjustments, which you can see on the top. You turn those and adjust the chain. Yeah, you get the idea there. And then also we've got the pumps here for the water. So we've got this pump here is the bilge pump to pump out all the seawater that won't get into our boat, but just in case. And also the pump for the radiator, which is crucial. So you can see the water comes in here, goes into the first pump, which spins from the main drive shaft, spits the water around here into the second pump, which gives it extra pressure. And this little piece is on here so that it can be adjusted for the belt tensions. So it's sweet. Let's give it a pressure test.
The cooling system is a big hurdle. If the bikes run too hot, they'll blow up. Motorbikes are designed to go fast, using the wind to cool them down. We are going to go slow. Our idea is to use the coldness of the sea to cool down the bikes. We're going to put an extra pump or two after the radiator and pump the hot water through a metal pipe running under the boat. Once the coolant is cooled, we'll connect it back into the engine. Ambitious maybe, but I reckon it'll work. Welcome to hurricane season. We were given a rundown of the area by the captain of the Turbo Coast Guard himself. This guy is powerful. He only answers to the president of Colombia.
12,000 kilos of cocaine has been intercepted by his Coast Guard in the last 9 months. That's worth $3 billion on the street in Australia.
He told us not to test our boat north of Turbo, as all boats found there are automatically arrested for cocaine smuggling.
No sé.
¿Guerrillas? ¿Un problema aquí?
Narcotráfico.
Narcotráfico, solo.
Sí.
¿Secuestros?
Aquí guerrilla. O sea, por acá en la montaña. Pero entonces ahí hay policía. Lleguen a donde la policía.
En
Acandí.
Acandí, okay.
We're scared of being kidnapped by FARC. Our big Japanese motorbikes are exotic, which suggests we're rich. We've bought dirty big machetes to show that we'll at least put up a fight.
Let this be a lesson to you bad guys. Don't mess with a machete.
What do we have here?
We named her Audacia, Spanish for audacity.
I mean, it already looks cool. Very cool. Rear plumbing. Bilge hose clamps. Still more to do.
We are creating a stir in Turbo, but we need to keep a low profile. FARC operatives are everywhere.
No. So John speaks English.
Yes, I'm John's English.
That's right. So John, what do you think about our idea to sail across the Caribbean Sea to Panama on a boat powered by motorbikes?
Oh yes, Mr. Robbie, that's a good idea. So for years to travel to Panama, Mexico.
Mexico?
Yes.
Why not Mexico?
Yes.
And do you think it's dangerous? What about the FARC? Will they kidnap us or sequester us?
Little.
A little bit?
Yes, little.
Okay, so
Yes.
just one of us maybe. One person, maybe only Adam? Only, yeah. Alright, here she goes for the first time.
Through every connection, we have to make sure the gearing is right. Through every mechanical step, either by chain, through the diff or gear choice, we have to know how much it'll change the propeller speed. Ideally, the bikes will run at 5,000 RPM in third gear. It's an educated guessing game, but we really have no idea how fast the boat will go on water at that speed.
That's sweet.
Audacia's almost ready, but we still need to sort out the paperwork. Bloody bureaucracy. Just got off the phone to Youngie. He's got the all clear from the drug clearance in Bogota. He said next Tuesday he goes in, providing the lawyer just ticks everything off before then. We'll be free to sail on Wednesday.
A week from today.
Yeah,
Possible departure.
exactly.
Hurricane season. We're in deep shit, but we've come too far to turn back now.
We got Adam's bike in a dump down. What's the status? How much? Fuck, that was close.
I think we're stopped for the rest of the day.
So crack a beer.
Hit the net, have a beer.
Representando a Sudamérica. Sudamérica puede, dale.
And here we have an anchor. So fresh. It's still hot. In fact, it's still so hot. That wasn't the camera.
Audacia literally weighs a ton. The only way to get her onto the trailer is manpower. Soft drink, the community motivator. I just renewed my visa 6 hours away in Medellin. There I also found the previous owner and signed the paperwork. For $300, Audacia is officially ours.
The 78-page engineering report is done and translated. Perhaps now we can get an inspection and the all clear to sail.
It's been a productive day. Got the boat washed around the gas station in beside a Hummer. And a Hummer in town means only one thing, and that's mafiosa. It's intertwined with everything to do with turbo. What was especially exciting is when he rocked up, the man himself, dressed in black and riddled with like gold chains and stuff. While all this was happening, the police that were sort of inspecting and watching and having a look at the boat themselves just disappeared completely, and the boys were saying, you know, look at this, he's a big man, you know, lots of money. It's like, you want to know how it works here? That's exactly how it works. The police just get out of the way of the big boys. Youngie's back today.
Here's Youngie. Yeah, mate. How you been? Good? Look at you. Happy birthday, mate. How you been? Yeah, it's good. It's not good. I've got more antibiotics.
We've been working flat out for the last month while Youngie's been living it up in Bogota. Good to have the pirate back.
Oh, nice.
That's it, mate. That's the one. Fishing gear.
Oh, yeah, nice. Oh, here he comes.
Now that's a lure. That's a lure.
That is a lure.
Are your visas still all good? No, I'm not.
Mine either, since 3 days ago.
Mine's out too.
At least 2, probably usually 3 people without visas.
So actually, we really need to get out from this country.
Yeah, well, it's good to have you back, mate. Well, over there, that's the way we head, basically.
Yep. It'll take us 8 days.
Ooh. Yay!
Happy because the boat actually moves at the right speed for the RPM and the gears and the water pumps. It's just brilliant. Couldn't be more optimal, the operating range. That's perfect.
We have like an informal inspection with Capitan Pimiento.
Claudia, can you please flick that switch forward?
Captain Pimiento's not saying much.
I'm a happy girl.
How come you're a happy girl?
Yeah, because the boat is working now.
The bronze bushes have got a bit of a leak, which apparently will be fixed when they corrode. And also the radiator system leaks a bit as well, and we're hoping that will fix when it corrodes or rusts. Other than that, I'm a little bit worried the PVC pipe might melt, but we have to work that one out when it gets hot.
That's new for me.
That could be bad news, yeah. The high seas! Here we are. Got our speedo. 8 k's an hour. Woo!
Maiden voyage, getting some troubles. The bike started to overheat.
The PVC pipe in the cooling system is melting, then leaking. Metal valves are too expensive, so we're going to keep the thicker PVC valves and seal them with some truck radiator piping. We just need to fix these problems and get out of turbo. After 8 weeks, it's doing our heads in.
For me, we're fucking ready to go. Like, I don't need the endless list of things. Like, I'm happy to throw a little bit of caution in the wind and just not have spare belts. I didn't get spare belts. I didn't know what to do.
Spare belts are gone.
About midday when you guys were calling, I was like, for fuck's sake, the biggest event on the calendar is turbo. I've lived here 2 months. It's such a marathon. I think for me to maintain any stamina in any spurts, like, I need that hour in the morning. Like, I don't want to get up and go nuts. Because by mid-afternoon, I'm doing fuck all, you know? For that reason, I'm like, I've lost it.
See? Yes!
We need maps. The dodgiest part of a dodgy town is the place to find them. Time to make friends.
Pruebe! José, mucho iba. Hey, mucho iba.
This is it. Packing up now to head off tomorrow morning. We think we don't have real permission, but we were told by the captain today he was never going to give it to us, so we've done all the engineering report and everything for nothing. Yeah, should be excited, but I'm more stressed than anything. I think because more than the others, I feel like the weight of responsibility of the boat is with me. Like, if there's a problem, it'll be my fault. Whereas the others, more confidence going to work. Maybe that's a bad thing. But anyway, we're going to make it. It'll be fine. But there's really so much that can go wrong.
Morning. It's the morning of departure, about 5 o'clock. I've expressed an opinion that it's too early to do anything, but I suppose we do need the extra time to get across. Early mornings. Thankfully there's coffee.
Today's aim is the last immigration office in Colombia, at Copergana, 50 k's from Turbo.
Here we go. We're actually off. 7:30 in the morning. There we go.
When leaving, we have to go past a military checkpoint. We're about 20 minutes from when we left and just filled up. Already there's some problems.
Has Captain Urbano been contacted?
Is he there?
No, I don't think so. Do you want me to ask? Because
Yeah,
I'm gonna contact him and he will say I didn't authorize and it's not a safe boat.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, we need to be.
There or what?
Well, what, are we going to sit on the dock all day? Like, if he's been contacted, that's the first step. We need to see him. If you're not going to let us go until we see him.
Yeah.
We should take some extra money to give to him. Just let us go. Just waiting for Adam and Claudia to go to the Capitano's office because we don't have the piece of paper that gives us permission to leave. Now the story is we might have to go to immigration in town, which in that case, if that happens, is going to be a big problem because our visas have expired. So we can just wait for the telephone call and see what happens.
Claudia and I have been to see the regular captains again, and hopefully as we speak they're having a meeting to let us go, but it's a good 8 hours after we departed and we haven't got very far.
It's bullshit. The captain reckons the sea is too dangerous for Audacia. He demands a support boat or we can never leave. We have no choice. It's back to Turbo to find one. We were supposed to meet our support boat at 7 a.m. For $150, you'd think it'd be on time. I can't afford to sit around. Months ago, I promised to meet a mate in Bogota, thinking we'd be done already. Now I only have 2 weeks to get to Panama City and then fly back to Colombia.
It's gone from hours to days we spent on this dock.
We got a banana boat. Big start for the support boat. Support boat's got a problem.
How long have we been here, mate?
Too long.
Well before the sun got up.
Close to 6 hours.
Yeah.
If we left when we got here, we'd have about 1 hour left and we'd be at our destination.
Yeah. About to check into immigration.
Yeah.
With a legal.
Now,
legal visas.
There's a nice big storm about to come over, so the first day is going to be a beauty.
Engine noise, false hope. They're going to fix it somewhere else, and possible departure in the morning.
There's our support boat.
Yeah! Finally going!
Hopefully our boat.
Adios! Well, we're finally off.
Hey mate, can we have more speed, please?
We haven't had time to test Audacia properly. Who knows if she'll make it? The Caribbean swell is already massive, but we must face it now before it's pure suicide.
Gone. Snapped off both ends. My bet was on that one going first. Oh, the whole shaft's been pulled back. See, that's actually supposed to be connected.
Yeah.
To that, yeah.
Push forward. There's nothing on the propeller. No. It's spinning free.
Shit, eh?
I knew we should have tested it properly. What a great engineer. Now we have to cheat our way to the border. Still, that's better than going back to turbo.
Dolphins! Woo! Just there, two in front. Yeah, mate, I'm onto it. There's our port for tonight. Satsura.
The boys are off fixing the shaft that broke. Andrew to weld it up. Claudia's looking for accommodation.
I've just fixed this little problem. We welded that back together.
You want to speak?
So hopefully now she should hold and tomorrow we'll be on our way.
We're going to immigration in Copergana to check out of Colombia. Few people use this office, so we have no idea what to expect. Claudia, Rolly and I are all illegal aliens. We could be banned from Colombia forever. Or worse, thrown in a Colombian prison.
It's good.
Oh, shit, you okay?
Apparently, it's a nice stroll over the hill through the jungle.
Oh, there he goes.
Just behind here is the Darien jungle, home of FARC. FARC earn $300 million a year from kidnapping, extortion and taxing drug smugglers. The military are posted here to defend Copergana. Without them, we would be gone in a blink.
Claudia? Everyone's cleared away.
Danger.
Immigration.
Immigration so we can leave this country.
We dodged a bullet. We talked our way out of a 5-year ban from Colombia, only copping an $80 fine if we return.
So, we actually made it, eh?
Legally exited Colombia.
It's hard to believe.
There aren't supposed to be waves on that point. We'd get killed out there. Looks like we're in Sapsuru for another few days.
If I like it, I'm sure the fish will. It's good, huh? Oh. The weather's held us up too long. I've got to go back to Bogota to meet my mate. I'll return. I'll catch up with Audacia in a couple of weeks.
Shit! Youngie's gone to meet his mate with a bloody camera charge in his bag. We'll have to ration it or the battery's going to go flat.
Still haven't left. Waiting on some maps, some directions, GPS coordinates to make our way through the sandblast, but we do have good news. We don't have to go through the open waves. Once we get to the sandblast region, there's a reef that protects and it should be plain sailing. Panama, easy.
Getting excited.
Yeah, that's it.
The wind is going to be down the rest of the week.
Yep.
They said it's coming down and the seas aren't too bad, 2 meters.
Yep, perfect.
Relatively.
Hey guys! So hopefully we get around the corner and we just sail all the way to Porto Perme, free of charge. How are you there, Claudia?
We've checked out of Colombia, and now we're in limbo until we stamp into Panama. If no one knows we're here, then we don't need a support boat. We're hoping to cover 40 k's today and camp the night in Caledonia.
If we crash here, we'll be fucked.
There it is, that's Panama. I don't know if you can see that. See here, all this protected area, 50 miles of open sea, and we've made it. Look, no waves. Adam, do you know how to read a map? That's where we're going, to our own private island for the night. Woo! Not there. Oh. All right, well, we just ran aground. We might well be stranded on our desert island. Yep, it's really deep. Oh shit, this is like coral. I'm killing something here. Backwards? Backwards. Maybe you guys can I'll lift up the back. There's fish? There's tropical fish. Our coral killing, steel, tropical fish killing keel saved us. Alright. Oh. We're off the reef. First reef hit. Ow! I hope there's no water coming. Is that grass up there? Is our home for the night? Beautiful.
This is the area the Scottish bankrupted themselves trying to set up a colony. They took Bibles and wigs as trading goods, and they'd be speaking Scottish in this district if they didn't pretty much completely die of disease and frickin' insects.
The Scots needed more strokes of luck. They tried to colonise this area 3 times in 3 years from 1698, but they just couldn't hack the climate or the Spanish. Pity, I could really do with some bagpipes about now.
Trying to sleep in our perfect tropical island, but it's full of mozzies, like incredibly so, like not even mozzie sandflies, and we've got nothing. I've got to sleep in a sleeping bag, and it's so hot I can't sleep. So I'm going to try rubbing olive oil over myself, because a bloke who lived in Darwin and went fishing with sandflies said any oil is the way to protect them because they drown in it. So, otherwise, I'm going to be awake all night fucking swatting Aussies. It's terrible. After 85 hours of what should have been sleep time, finally made it to morning. Worst sleep ever in my life, ever.
Fuck! Snapped the same shaft again. It's bent as well. That's 3 different places on the same shaft. Maybe that one needs to be stronger in the future. Alright, just got the radio out for a pan call, which is one short of Mayday. And it doesn't work.
I don't think it's quite a pan.
Mate, that's a pan. It's not imminent, but it's danger. Audacia 1 to any yachts on Isla de Pinos, over.
Audacia 1 para algún bote que está en la isla de Pinos, por favor, respondan. Cambio.
Snapped the shaft, so we got to paddle ourselves. Sounds fair. Just unlucky we're in open seas when it happened. Hopefully, here comes a rescue boat.
By international marine law, they have to come and help us. They have to stop.
All right, well, there goes our rescue boat.
That's illegal. Where's the UN to arrest those international criminals?
Well, we've been paddling for half an hour now. More than that. More than that. An hour and a half.
Pero no nos puede jalar porque estamos aquí mucho tiempo. Se ha roto el eje, no podemos avanzar, no hay motor.
They only have enough fuel to make it back to their village. 20 liters of petrol is the price of salvation. Oil, the global currency.
Just pulling this part out. Same part that snapped last time. Poor Rolly had a rough night with the mosquitoes last night, so he's found himself somewhere to sleep over there.
There are some grass huts over there, which we will approach with our broken part. Hopefully to find a welder. Probably to find a tow to somewhere that does have a welder.
We're stranded and powerless. The village chief has ruled that as fate has placed us on their doorstep, the native cooners will help us out. Our second stroke of luck for sure.
Isla de Pinos is home to a very traditional village of the Kuna people, the native people of the San Blas Islands. The Kunas have maintained a pure bloodline by not allowing foreigners to join their society. There is significant inbreeding, and albinos are common. The Kunas revere them, believing they have descended from the moon.
Got a bit of sea urchin stuck on my foot. Still want the village.
There is no electricity on this island, but here they do have running water. On many islands, the Kunas must paddle to the mainland for their drinking water.
But usually they just scurried around under the leaves.
Only always wondered why the tiny bugs look so busy. What could they possibly be doing? Is that it? Let's see. Yeah.
The Kunas once lived in the jungle of the Darien region, but were forced to these islands by the encroaching Spanish conquistadors in the 1500s. In the early 1900s, Panama unsuccessfully tried to naturalise the resilient Kunas. In 1925, the Kunas revolted and massacred all full and half-blood Panamanians amongst them. Today, the 55,000 Kunas are officially Panamanian, but are essentially completely autonomous in their 365 sandblast islands.
We're gonna go check a fish trap, apparently. This is pretty cool. Kuna style. The kids find it funny that I'm licking my nose with my tongue. Get the sweat off. ¿No posible? Sí. ¿O adentro?
Entonces, ¿usted cómo viene?
¿Yo?
Sí, ¿cómo va a venir de nuevo? Estupo para acá.
Estupo, sí.
¿Cómo viene?
No sé ahora.
¿Con un barco?
Con un barco, lo pienso. O quizás otro grande bote.
Sí.
Es posible tirar nuestro bote a Estapo. Es más preferencia. Fish? Aha, here we go. Oh, here we go, got something. ¿Qué pescado?
Urel.
Urel. ¿Es muerte o...? Solo uno. That's bien. It's fácil. Result. One fish. Land ahoy! There it is. ¿Qué nombre de pescado again? ¿Otra vez?
Urel.
Urel. Hola, Urel.
En cuna.
¿En cuna?
Kelu.
Kelu es más mejor en cuna.
Imagine if all you had to feed 11 people was the one fish you'd caught that day.
Frito.
I'm off to find a welder and a camera charger. I have the broken shaft and I need to go and fix it somewhere. I've left the video camera with Adam and Claudia. We have to separate, but we'll have no way to contact each other. Party!
Claudia and I are trapped here on Isla de Pinos. At first it was a dream living with the natives. In reality, we are free labour in the kitchen, and we're not even allowed to walk around the island. They must be hiding something. Isla de Pinos has been used for centuries by pirates and smugglers as a safe haven from the law. Five long days after Rolly left, Claudia and I were rescued from Isla de Pinos by two fantastically generous Swedish sailors. Their yachts towed Audacia to here, Achatupu. Broadcast over the radio network a message in a bottle for Rolly. There is an Australian on an island somewhere in the Sandblas, and if you see him, send him to Achatupu. We can't go anywhere without Rolly, so We wait.
I found a welder at Corazon de Jesus, an island with electricity. I arrived on day one of a big festival for Mother's Day. To celebrate, the men held me hostage for 3 days straight to drink electrically cold beers. Only on the 4th day were the mothers able to join in. Amidst the celebrations, a Yankee sailor gave me a message to meet Adam and Claudia in Achatupu. Super lucky. That's our 3rd stroke of luck. After 5 days, when the village was finally sober, I was able to weld up the shaft and find a skipper to help me find Audacia. Without the message, I would have been looking for a needle in a haystack.
Well, here we have the lobsters and a battery that works. Woo! And it's working? Yeah, well, it's got a little bit. It says it's dead flat. It's ready to go, but it's got something in there. Woo! Welcome back after a week of battery-free, camera-free. Whoa! Jesus, that scared me in the camera. This is the battery charging setup. We've gone through all of our bits and pieces, multimeters, cables, hundreds of different options. And we're on a yacht! We're on a boat, motherfucker! Daniel and Manuel, who owns this boat, have been our saviours because they've towed us from Isla Pinos when we were stranded.
Yeah, friends were trapped there by the Kunas. They held them in prison and they weren't allowed to do much, so we thought we had to get them free.
Invisible. He can be seen. No, that's right. Yeah, this is perfect. We can't film him for tax purposes, but he's our saviour also. That's all you can see of Manuel. Let's put this little puppy back in. In the repair, it's a little bit bent. Unfortunately, the shaft we're bolting it to is a little bit bent as well. And they might just straighten each other out. Highly technical engineering. That's where the sprocket's supposed to go. Okay, we're going to try and start this. Try and kick these chains over using the engine. Right, sorted out the boat. I think we're ready to go. Nice and clean though. Just got to clean up and then we can hit the seas with the winds alright.
We said goodbye to the Swedes for now, and we're going to sleep in Achatupu tonight.
I'd like to introduce you to the newest member of the crew, this little gatito. The intention is it'll be a gift to Captain Manuel from Sweden, who's helped us a lot.
Can't say Manuel's name. It's his tax purposes.
Oh yeah, sorry, I can't mention Manuel because he's hiding from the tax man. I'm on board Audacia, Uno, doing the usual daily task of pumping out the water from the bilge that collects overnight from the rain and a small leak we have. Today, though, I have the added crew member of Bernard having a little sleep there. It's good to have the company. almost here, but behind that reef, it's a different story. Out there, no reef. Whole different kettle of fish. Okay, so we've come ashore here on the island. There's a police post and they requested our passports immediately, of which we haven't had stamped into Panama. There's a faint sound of Christmas carols. We know we're getting closer. Rolly's bought the cops a soft drink, so that should smooth things over. We still need to get our passports back though. It's quite normal. It's just that they won't disappear, otherwise he has problems with our authorities.
I don't know if it's actually wise in the same way as something. She's asking me to straight to the boat. I mean, solo finito universidad un año atrás, entonces no te va. Bien, no hay problema, solamente tenemos que esperar la orden superior.
We've not officially been detained, but we're in the headquarters.
We've been put in a police area under lock and key, but we've got the lock and key. We don't have passports, we can't escape. Are we arrested? We've never been arrested. We're trapped on a tropical island. We're marooned. That's what we are.
I think, do we play the waiting game? Do we try and pay him off?
I think he was trawling for money.
Oh yeah. What else would he bother himself? Like. Bit of a walkthrough of our culinary specials on an island. Typical spam, bread, tomato sauce, rice, potato, tuna, coffee, alfoil, and sunscreen. We're trapped on a somewhat unattractive island. Police have got the passports. Can't contact Youngie. Can't even be sure if he's coming or not. We've got a weather window for a change and a working boat, and we can't go anywhere.
After 3 days of free accommodation, the police had enough of us. They gave us back our passports, so finally we can leave.
Look at this day! Woo! What a beauty!
Once we pass Point Brave, Neptune will choose our fate. Are we brave or stupid?
Oh shit! Fucking hell! Whoa! Ha ha! Oh, I got that on camera! Oh, this reef is playing havoc with these waves. I don't know where they're coming from. Hopefully out past the reef it's a bit more open and clear and predictable. Ready to go surfing, mate? Ready? We're surfing! Fuck! Oh, drop the anchor. I'm going to sort out the chain.
Snap it sideways.
All right.
The joint opening up. That chain has just shut itself. I think she's straight. It might have just been this fucking joint of it.
Yeah, I reckon. Just tighten up the chains, but feeling pretty seasick as we do it. Head down in the petrol and below decks.
Likewise, Claudia, I think. So well. How about you, Bernard?
I knew we'd break a chain. That's why we have two. One should get us to plan, Chico.
just trying to fix the train. As soon as we broke it, and we don't have any links, so I have to do it the old school way. That's breaking and making. No, con los yes, con motocicleta, sí, y vamos contamiento. Coming into Snug Harbour.
We're leaving the protected waters of Snug Harbour. A narrow gap in the reef opens to the violent waves of the hurricane season. We must battle the waves for 3 kilometres if we're going to give Bernard to the Swedes tonight.
And this is what we call threading the needle.
Let's not break down here.
Yeah, exactly. It says, reef there, threading the needle.
If we break down here, we'll be smashed onto the rocks like a rag doll.
Whoa, there's absolute carnage in here. Fuck. Both chains just came off. They haven't broken, but we need to drop the anchor.
Deep. It's fucking deep.
Oh shit. Oh, we'll get the other rope.
Right, I'll do this. You go sort the chains out.
We'll hit the bottom.
Same one that went?
No, the other one.
Watch out!
Shit! I've lost the anchor.
What?
The rope wasn't tied off.
Oh no,
Luna, Audacia, do you copy? Ninka, Audacia, do you copy? Do you think there's a chance the chains will go back on? Ninka, this is Audacia. Do you have a copy? Over.
Just tell the story anyway. We have a problem receiving.
We have a problem receiving, but we've dropped both our chains out here and an anchor. So we're floating precariously at the moment, hoping to put the chains back on, but maybe calling an urgent...
It's a fucking mayday.
Mayday, shortly. Over. Will the chains go back on? We may be all right.
I know, but if they don't, it's a mayday right now.
Did you get a reply? No, nothing.
Okay, it's on.
Do you want to tighten them?
This one works, alright?
I've got to hold the chains on so they stay on until we get to dry land.
No sailboats out here.
Guess what?
No sign of the Swedes.
Turn it, mate, turn it. Watch that way, we're going to hit a reef.
Well, recording. Guess what? We are really in trouble. No anchor. Even I told Adam, watch out with the anchor, but as always, he just doesn't listen to anybody. The boys are not really organized. And when we are in trouble, what they say? Ah, the Cameron. Fuck.
There's poor little Audacia up on a reef because we got here too late last night to look for anywhere to stay after driving through the most treacherous pass and losing the anchor, which is the most retarded thing ever. And then look where we found last night.
They are trying to helping us. I spoke with them this morning when Adam and Rolly was sleeping. They're just good people trying to helping us.
By the biggest stroke of luck, we made it to Aradup last night. I don't know how we made it. The sprocket is completely stripped and the chain falls straight off. Audacia is completely out of action and I'm exhausted. We're truly marooned on a beautiful deserted island, but I just want to be done with this. We could be here for days until a towboat comes past.
As thanks for helping dislodge Audacia from the reef, we shared our last warm beers with the fishermen. When we ran out, we gave them $20 to buy some more. It took 2 hours each way to paddle to the shops. For us, it's a celebration of being alive.
I'm sick of this. I just want to finish and get to Panama City.
Okay, we got a tow from this boat and we're going. 15 horsepower, we're crossing the big strait as we did yesterday. Let's go. Should be too easy. Seeing as we have our professional skipper back there. Hola, senor! Bien?
Yeah. We need a real tow the rest of the way. We're going back through the Eye of the Needle to near Playa Chico to find a big boat. Hopefully, we can also find the Swedes and get rid of Bernard. I'm going to organise a trader boat for tomorrow for a tow to the Swedes. Some Germans on the Laya del Mar told us they saw Youngie in Sapsuru about a week ago. They said he'd fallen asleep on the wharf while someone put his bags on the wrong boat. That boat went to the airport and all his bags were transferred onto a plane to Panama City. He was stranded for 5 days going hungry, with only enough money in his pocket to pay for the first fast boat to Panama City.
Bye-bye.
Good morning, Net. This is Adam from Audacia, the motorcycle boat. Just like to report that thank you to Nick, we've hit Carty and the road. Today we will put our bikes together and attempt a motorcycle onwards. We would like to thank all the vessels out there that have helped us get this far. Nicky Wiki, Captain Don, and of course Luna. One other thing we'd like to say is we're putting a movie together of this adventure of ours, which has been something exceptional. 4strokesofluck.com if anyone wants to follow it further, but other than that, the crew would like to wish everyone in San Blas a Merry Christmas. Out.
Hello. Oh. Awesome. It's huge.
The final tow by the Swedes to the first road in Panama is symbolic of our entire journey. With our outrageous idea of powering ourselves, help was essential to get us and our bikes to Panama.
Like all major milestones in my life, the journey happened for a reason. It was a conjunction of circumstance, will, madness, fear, and love. I'm so happy and thankful to be alive.
The Darien lived up to its reputation. Every step of the way, we had to face near impossible challenges. But we made it. I feel privileged to have been part of such a project and really proud to have endured what it threw at us.
What I've been through in this crazy mission is a story in itself. Being more involved in Audacia's journey would have been better, but that's just the way it is. No regrets.
Though Audacia didn't power our bodies the whole way, she certainly powered our hearts. Without her, we could have never imagined experiencing the San Blas Islands in such a way.